Welcome to Gonzo Island. Land of fantasy, fiction, and farce. Where the weird and the wacky live in harmony and peace. With the occult, offbeat, and outlandish. Welcome to Gonzo Island. Be prepared for everything because anything can happen. Global ice theory, or Welteislehre in German, is the name of the hypothesis that the entire universe is made up of ice in some form. While staring at the moon one night in 1894, Austrian engineer and inventor Hans Horbiger wondered what created the brightness and general roughness of the moon. He concluded that it must have been due to the effects of ice. In a later dream he saw himself floating in space and watched a pendulum swinger and slowly getting larger until it broke. This convinced him that Newton's description of gravity was wrong and, along with the help from astronomer and teacher Philippe Fauth, in 1912 he published his theory, glacial cosmogony. Basically, Hans proposed that the origin of our solar system occurred when a smaller, dead, waterlogged star collided with our sun, which caused the star to explode and send its matter out, where they cooled into giant frozen blocks of ice, some of which formed our current solar system. The Milky Way is also a direct result of this explosion. When one of these ice blocks, or meteors, collides with the Earth, it explodes above the ground and becomes a hailstorm. When one falls into the sun, it forms a sunspot that shoots out mist covering the inner planets. He also proposed that there were several ice moons before the current one we have, and they all eventually fell into our planet, causing, among other things, the Great Flood as written in the Bible. The life of his theory went through three distinct phases. From 1894 to 1918, he struggled to convince the scientific community of his hypothesis. After World War I, he changed tactics and started promoting his concept to the general public, creating cosmotechnical societies where speakers would give lectures. Ice movies were made, novels were written, and journalists dedicated to the ice theory started writing articles on the subject. Hans even created a fanciful lunar map showcasing his proof. In 1921 the Cosmotechnical Society was formed by strong adherents to the theory. In 1931 his theory entered its final phase. One of his biggest supporters was Houston Stewart Chamberlain, one of the early founders of the National Socialist Party in Germany, calling it the antithesis of the Jewish theory of general relativity. Both Hitler and Himmler were strong adherents to the theory even after Horbiger's death in 1931. After the end of the Second World War his theory quickly lost its popularity, in part due to its embrace by the Nazis, but also due to the lack of evidence both scientifically and mathematically. I hope you enjoyed your tour of Gonzo Island. You can now return to the land of the normal.